What's 2FA security on Kraken? Let's say I'm captaining my soccer team, and we're up by a goal against, Soda Springs FC. Do we relax? No way. Time to create an extra line of defense and protect that lead. That's like 2FA on Kraken, a surefire way to keep what you already have, safe and sound. Go to kraken.com and see what crypto can be. Not investment advice. Crypto trading involves risk of loss. Cryptocurrency services are provided to U.S. and U.S. territory customers by Payward Interactive Inc., PWI DBA Kraken. View PWI's disclosures at kraken.com/legal/disclosures.
This episode is brought to you by Merrill. Join one of the most iconic names in wealth management, Merrill. You'll be part of a dynamic team of advisors and specialists working hard every day to grow their clients' wealth. And with the support of best-in-class research, advanced digital tools, and the resources of a global institution, it's truly an opportunity you can be bullish about. Learn more at careers.bankofamerica.com. Copyright 2024, Bank of America Corporation.
This is Optimal Work Daily. 3 powerful ways to get your next email opened by Matt Wolfe of evergreenprofits.com. Let's have a discussion about how to increase the chances of getting your next email opened. Whether you're sending out a broadcast or are cold pitching a high-end client, there's no point in discussing how to write a great email that converts if you don't know how to get your emails opened in the first place. Not to mention, there's no point in building an email list if you're not going to mail them often enough for them to remember who you are. What we've noticed from mailing our own list over the years is that there are really 3 types of email subject lines that work for us. We use these as templates and try to pick one of the 3 every single time. About every 3 months or so, we sit down and really analyze all of the emails that we've sent out. We highly recommend that everyone do this every so often so you don't have to constantly reinvent the wheel. You can simply reuse what's worked in the past. We'll get to the 3 templates that we use in a bit, but first we wanted to break down our top 50 email subject lines over the past year or so. In the table that's included in this post, we organized all of our best performing subject lines and sorted them by the highest open rate. The goal of a subject line, of course, is to get people to open your emails. Once you do that, then you focus on getting people to read and click the link in your email. If you can master that combination, then you'll be spending half of your day driving to the bank to cash checks or obsessing over looking at the direct deposits in your account. We're usually pretty happy if we can achieve a 20% open rate or better. You'll notice that we basically filtered out any emails that didn't at least have that 20% open rate. When we make these lists, the idea is to do the following. Analyze our subject lines and identify patterns. Try to see what words, phrases, or common theme we can uncover that gave us great results in the past. From there, we have great data and a starting point for all future emails. Sometimes we completely swipe an exact subject line that we used in the past and then write a brand new email around it to fit because we can almost guarantee that email will be opened. Top 50 performing subject lines to get your next email opened. You can see our top performing subject lines in this post. Remember, there is no guarantee that if you use these same subject lines that you get the same or similar results. You'll always need to test and modify after you start seeing your own trends. What does this list actually tell us? 1. Well, first of all, the first 5 emails were actually sent to customers of the Evergreen Profits letter, proving that you're probably not going to get a more responsive list than a buyer's list. We debated on removing those from the list, but ultimately decided to leave them because it does show the power and engagement that comes from having a list of customers that have spent money with you. 2. After analyzing the data, we found that there are really 3 types of emails that seem to work over and over again for us. There are definitely some outliers and random others that led to high email open rates, but there were really just 3 that seemed to be consistent and reliable for us. Our top 3 formulas to get your next email opened. If you're wondering what our top email formulas are for getting emails opened, here they are. 1. The ambiguous subject line. These are the subject lines that make people think, what the hell are they talking about? People want to open these just because they want to figure out what we're talking about in the subject line. Examples include, it's time to treat yourself, and this was a bit misleading. 2. Make the offer in the subject. Surprisingly, telling people that you're making them an offer right in the subject line seems to work really well. Promoting a discount and reminding people of the scarcity draws a ton of attention. Examples include, here's 20% off the Evergreen Profit Letter this weekend only, and a little over 48 hours left for ThriveCart. It's clear what product we're promoting and why they should pay attention, and it works extremely well. 3. The how-to subject line. People love to learn new tricks. Whenever we start an email with how to X, we get a spike in opens. You'll see a ton of examples of these on our list. Again, it's important to note that these are what seem to consistently work for us over and over again when tracking what led our emails to be opened. Because they keep working, we keep using them. They may not work as well for you and your market. The point here is to A, give you some subject lines that you can swipe, tweak, and test to your own list, and B, describe the process that we use to pull out what normally works for us so that we can keep doing it over and over again. Once you've mastered the art of subject line writing, you're probably going to want to funnel more people into your sales funnel. You just listened to the post titled 3 Powerful Ways to Get Your Next Email Opened by Matt Wolfe of evergreenprofits.com.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. We're all marveled at how quickly kids learn and that sense of wonderment they have while doing it. But as adults, sometimes we lose that curiosity. Well, if there's something you've been wanting to learn, know that therapy can help you reconnect with your sense of wonder, because your back-to-school era can come at any age. And make no mistake, therapy is for everyone. Whether or not you've been through significant trauma, therapy can be a great tool for setting boundaries, learning new skills, and ultimately becoming the best version of yourself. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Rediscover your curiosity with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/workdaily today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/workdaily. When it comes to hiring, don't go searching for the one. Just meet your match with Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform with over 350 million global monthly visitors and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. Ditch the busy work. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging. 93% of employers agree. Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites. One of the things I love about Indeed is that it filters out incompatible applicants. So when you're hiring, the process is much faster and you only have to consider applicants that are already likely to be a great fit. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/startup. So just go to Indeed.com/startup right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/startup. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed.
And thank you to Matt and also Joe. They both make up Evergreen Profits. As for Matt, he's been doing digital marketing since 2005, full-time since 2009, and started his first podcast over 10 years ago. Today, he focuses on educating, consulting, speaking, and helping others find success through the medium of podcasting, and also helps fellow online entrepreneurs drive more traffic to their offers, leveraging paid traffic and SEO. And he also has books on WordPress, traffic, and more. And to hear his podcast, search for the Hustle and Flowchart podcast wherever you listen. He's a great guy and a friend of the show, so definitely check out his work. All of it can be found at evergreenprofits.com. I think that's going to do it for today. Hope you have a happy Thursday. Thanks for being a subscriber to the show. And I'll see you back here tomorrow for the Friday show, where your optimal life awaits.